and welcome to another review from Fitness Cookies Reviews. As always, if you like this video, please subscribe. Today we're reviewing the NoBull Trainer shoe. Earlier I did a video on the NoBull Knit Runners, which I definitely recommend. Today I'm doing a review on the trainers. I'm going to talk a little bit about why I like the trainers, the three criteria I use in sort of thinking about training shoes, and I'll even do a little bit of a quick comparison against the Reebok Nano 2. This is an older shoe here. I've worn quite a bit, but I've worn both of these shoes now for quite a bit. This one, as you can see, has got all sorts of dirt and stuff all over it. And then talk a little bit about sort of what I like about the shoe and what I don't like about the shoe. So let's talk a little bit about NoBull. I'm a big fan of the brand. This is my third pair of NoBull trainers. I bought the black camo, I bought the leather, and this is the Black Friday sale, the Black Friday special where it's all black. As you can tell, I typically like dark shoes. So why do I like the NoBull trainer, and what do I look for? I look for really three things. One, function. How well does it work as a training shoe? Both in terms of lifting, running short to medium distances, which for me would be, 600 meter, 800 meter, even up to a mile. And then thinking about just how it feels when I lift, how it, does it give me a stable platform? Does it handle everything I can throw at it with rope climbs, box jumps, and so forth? The other thing I like to think about is comfort. Is it something I can wear every day? Is it comfortable with my foot? How does it feel when I wear it? And last, I'm looking for looks, right? How does the shoe look? How well does it wear? Those are the kind of things that I sort of think about at the end there. In the NoBull case, I definitely like this super fabric material. They talk a lot about it on their website. It's a thick, strong material. It definitely makes the shoe, gives the shoe some shape, makes the shoe very sort of feel good and solid in your hands. It does it can, at least in my case, if you're running in it a lot, you'll see these like creases form. Like here, you'll see a little bit of a crease here. For my left foot, for some reason, it sort of digs into my foot a little bit, so it's a little bit less comfortable. My right foot, I don't feel any sort of issue there. I think my feet are a little bit, maybe slightly sized differently, so I feel it a little bit more on my left foot. But it's a great shoe. I see the pattern here on the bottom, and I'll throw in some photos and stuff so you can kind of get a closer look. The first thing I did when I bought the shoes is I replaced the inner sole. So it comes with an inner sole that looks like this. It says I am NoBull on it. A lot of times these soles are pretty basic, dirt cheap. I like a little bit of extra cushion, so I bought some soles here to replace them with. So I've been wearing it like that, and I love the shoe. It's a great shoe. Super fabric is nice. Like I said, the crease is okay. The laces are great. I definitely feel like from a durability perspective, they last through quite a bit of punishment. When you compare it in terms of comfort, and you, for example, compare it to maybe a Nano 2 here. This is a recently purchased Nano 2 pair. I've had it about a year. The Nano 2 has a lot more sort of a flexible upper. So this part here is a little bit more like clothy, which to be honest with you, I kind of appreciate. The other thing I really like about the Nanos versus maybe the NoBull is the tongue. So this tongue has got a little bit of like a cushion material versus maybe the NoBull tongue, which is like a thin, hardened, not hardened, it's not hard, but when you tie your laces in there, you can kind of feel the laces against the top of your foot, at least in my case. So in terms of comfort, I definitely would say, the Nano 2 beats it in comfort. In terms of function, I definitely think the NoBull is a much better CrossFit shoe. And then in terms of looks, right? So that's the other criteria I always like to think about is, I like the looks of the NoBulls. I like this sort of uniform, no seam look. I like the look and the designs that they have. They have quite a few designs. So great looking shoe. I like the NoBull on the side here, which I think you can see if you look in. It has the little horns on the back. In terms of looks, I've always liked the shoe. I prefer the comfort level of the leather ones, actually. Those are a lot more comfortable to wear, and I trained in those quite a bit. In terms of looks, I prefer this one over the leather. The leather one has all these little holes in it. It just doesn't look quite as nice, especially after you wear it down for a while. But you know, if I had to choose, I would definitely buy a leather one over the regular trainer, because I think the leather one combines all three elements, right? Form and function, you know, looks, comfort, all of it is really in the leather one. I think that these trainers, you know, are lacking a little bit more in sort of some of the comfort with me and this crease and with the tongue. You know, in terms of the price, again, you can check it out on NoBullProject.com. They have different versions, different types of colorways for all sorts of, you know, floral patterns and different types of prints and all sorts of stuff like that. So I think, you know, I love the looks of the NoBull. The price I think is reasonable. I will give you an example. You know, brand new, I think these shoes are running like $140, $150, something like that. I bought this at the Reebok outlet store, which isn't too far from my house. I think I paid, you know, $60 for these. And they're comfortable shoes, and they work well in CrossFit. I think in terms of the nanos, I haven't tried every single nano. I've bought a pair of 2s, I have a pair of 4s. I do like the Nano 2s better than the 4s, but you know, overall I wear both shoes depending on the WOD and depending on what's going on. And sometimes, occasionally, I'll even wear my knit runners if there's a lot of running in the WOD or something like that. But you know, they're different type of style. NoBull prides itself and sort of, you know, it's all about the training. You know, and it is all about the training. I think that the outer sole, the bottom here, is really grippy, and it lasts a long time. It doesn't show a lot of wear, and I really appreciate that for the shoe. The shoe lasts. It is expensive, but it is a good shoe. If you're a little bit more thinking, well, hey, is it worth $150? I think that's up to you in terms of that decision. Like I said, I think I can get these at the outlet store for much, much cheaper, and they're both great shoes. So again, it's a good shoe. You know, if I were to buy another NoBull, I would probably get the leather. I hope that they start to make that in more different sort of colorways and things like that. Give users a little bit more of a choice. I haven't tried the high tops. I probably won't. But in terms of in terms of the training shoes, I think I'd go with leather over the super fabric one here. Both are great. If you liked and enjoyed this video, please subscribe. It's really important. Help keep the channel moving and growing in the right direction. Thank you.